Hi and welcome to Strong Women's Club.
Welcome ladies, I'm Nat.
And I'm Nick. Thank you so much for signing up to a membership. We are so excited to get you into the gym and to start training with you.
Yes, we are.
So a couple of things before we get going into how your first week is going to go. We just want to touch on what to wear. So let's start with the basics.
Solid trainers. We're looking for some clean trainers. A good solid heel's really good. If you've got very spongy shoes, they tend to throw you off in your squats and things. So think about something like a solid gym trainer. You can buy those from Decathlon if you don't have them at home, or a Converse, or something with a sort of a minimal sponge, not a running shoe. We also ask that people bring either an inside shoe or make sure your trainers are clean. It's our gym, so it's your gym as much as it is ours, and we really want you to keep the gym clean, and we all work really hard to do that.
Yeah. So clothes really that you're just comfortable in and you can move easily in as well. Layers, obviously it's a little bit chilly to start off with, but then you will obviously heat up. So wear layers, and as obviously it gets warmer, then you're more likely to come in and a vest and a good sports bra as well.
Yes.
Also, we'd like you to bring in water. Make sure you've got plenty of water. It's very important that you're hydrated to work out with us. Also, you're going to be fueled.
Yeah, we're looking for fueling as well. If you're training in the very early sessions and you find that it's difficult to have breakfast before you train, if it's 6 a.m, we suggest something small like a milky coffee and maybe some trail mix. If you've got an allergy to nuts, you can opt for something like a small rice cake with some jam, even a banana if that digests quickly. Anything for around half an hour if it's a small snack. If it's a bigger snack and you're looking for something like either porridge oats or a nice smoothie with some fruits and oats and things in, even egg on toast, and then you're looking probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours before you train, which gives it a chance to digest and get into your muscles so that you can use that food as energy through your training session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after you train, you really just want to get in some protein and carbs after your session.
Yeah.
But we'll go into more detail of that later on, so please don't worry too much. Obviously, as the months get hotter, we hope, you can bring in a small towel with you. Okay. Also,
what does the first day look like?
Yeah, great. Okay, come on in. The door is always locked. So we will open the door between, about 10 to 5 minutes before we actually start the session. We do start the session promptly. So on the time that your session starts, that is the time that you should be walking through and getting onto the CV equipment to do your 4-minute warm-up. Okay, so just come in the door, make sure you come in plenty of time. If you need to change shoes, hang everything up, go to the toilet if you need to begin your session.
Yeah, and if you are here dead on 5:02, for example, if it's 6 o'clock your session, you can always get on the CV equipment a little bit earlier. We have no issue with that. Slightly longer warm-up's good for you. Yeah, so that's fine. From there, we come all together into the front area of the gym where you enter through the front door. There'll be some mats already laid out for you. Find yourself a nice space, and then we all together will go through a mobility, which is written on the whiteboard that's in that front room. We will go through it with you on your first couple of sessions, and then you'll start to know that, and that mobility will stay the same through the whole month. We work through the month to make sure that you're progressing and you're noticing the difference in how your body moves through that month. You get used to those movement patterns, warms you up in preparation for the resistance training that you're going to do in the next section.
Yep, then we go on through. We either do upper body first or lower body. And then at the end we go into some stretch to cool down and bring the heart rate down.
Don't forget the finisher.
Oh yeah.
So we always have a weekly finisher, and this changes. We keep it really dynamic. It's a mixture of core work and also a little bit of a heart raiser. It's only around 2 to 4 minutes, the actual finisher. It changes, as I said, weekly, and it's just a good bit of fun. And we always stick that in at the end of the session before you're about to lower your heart rate, go into a nice stretch. We do encourage stretching at home, don't we? We really think that's good to add additional stretching in. And we supply membership to Session X, which you'll have on a separate email, and you can join that, and it's offering breathwork, yoga, Pilates and mobility for home. So it's really worth registering. Nick and I, as a company, we cover the cost for that for you, and you can go on and use that. If you've got an Android phone, there's an app. If you have an iPhone, it's all done through the web.
couple of things we just want to touch on that are really important. Before you come into the gym, you would have filled out a PAR-Q, which is a questionnaire about your health. We need to know that you are safe to train. If there are any changes at all to this PAR-Q, any change to a health condition, any new injury, or even if you're feeling really tired, or it's that time of the month, we need to know about it.
Yeah.
So either discreetly just let us know prior to your session as you come in, quietly just have a word, or just let us know in the warm-up. We always do a quick check through and make sure everybody's okay to train and happy to go ahead with the session. So please, please, please let us know of anything, backache, a twisted ankle, anything.
Yeah.
We need to know.
And especially we do have ladies that train in line with their cycle because of their PMS. You can be prone to more inflammation, and even if you're perimenopause or your cycles aren't as regular, there is still an underlying, or even post-menopause, there's still an underlying cycle going on. And it's really important that we're aware of that, especially if even things like you haven't had enough sleep can impact how your body will react in sessions. You could be more clumsy, your joints could be slightly stiffer, couldn't they? So there's lots of different things. It's really key. If there's any changes, even if it's cold, hay fever, you're feeling a bit dizzy, you know, those sorts of things are going to help you stay safe and help us ensure that we program safely for you.
Yeah. Another key thing to obviously keep you safe, you will have a coaching eye on you all the time, and Nat and I will be there all the time, giving you teaching tips and techniques throughout each exercise. But what we don't want you to do is rush into any exercise. Make sure you sit down, get yourself ready, get your posture right. We always say shoulders back and down, tummy nice and tight. Get focused, check the weight, and then lift.
Yeah.
Okay, so please never rush into an exercise. Make sure you're set up right. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody will also get their own logbooks. So you'll have your logbook, and we're going to give you a separate video that talks you through how to complete that. So please make sure you watch that prior to session. And in there, we really do focus on exercises that are prescribed for you. So don't worry what anyone else is doing in the sessions. Everyone's on their own journey, and they're all working through what their body needs to do to get them to their goal. But it is really important, as Nick said, on those books, you're not going to have your warm-up sets, and they will change, and they're dynamic because your weights will change and go up and down as you move through your different exercises. So please do watch the logbook video, because that tells you how to fill it in when you come in, and it will just make you feel a bit more confident as you move through the session.
Great. Can't wait to see you.
Really looking forward to meeting you in session and getting you to your goal.
Great.